say it's live. What is up, everybody? My name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed, all about pressure washing and quote IQ. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about pressure washing.
Washing.
Big shocker there, huh, Mike? What if we talked about something different?
Well, we don't really talk about washing per se unless somebody asks questions specifically about that. But, you know, I think that our strong suits are really about that. But, you know, Jiminy Cricket.
Is that a video you're editing?
No, that was me talking. It was, you know, marketing, sales, business development, business growth, business strategy. And these are the things that, in my opinion, are truly what we should be talking about. You know, obviously the equipment is important in order to get the jobs done. But if we don't have all these other things in place, a good solid foundation, you know, essentially what it all boils down to is lead flow, customer follow-up, customer retention, and you know, the ability to continually, you know, put more customers in, keep the customers that we have, and then we've got a great opportunity to use all of the equipment that we own. So,
wow, Mike, that was really good. Did ChatGPT write that?
Yes, I actually am one of the first. I got like a prototype of Neuralink.
You got that chip in your brain, don't you?
Yeah, it's beta. It's beta, so it doesn't really work that great. But every once in a while, you know, with the correct prompt, I will have a decent answer.
Wow. Well, I can't wait to keep testing that throughout this live. Today we're going to be talking about politics. I'm just kidding. We're not going to talk about politics. Maybe we will, though. Maybe a little bit. Kevin Hawthorne, good afternoon from Lakeland, Florida. Kevin, thank you for
Good afternoon, Kevin.
Payne's Pressure Washing in the house. What's up, guys?
Brother?
And Exterior Cleaning Solutions, St. Louis, here to ask a question specifically about washing. Dude, shoot.
Yeah. What is your specific question about? Hey, and then we got little.
Dude, Todd's in the building. What's up, Todd? Todd Ketchow.
Yeah.
The myth, the legend himself. And then Ed Wilson is in here. What's up, guys? Dude, Ed looks like he's in school in that pic.
He might be.
I just gotta. Okay. John Smith is with us too, just with a thumbs up though. So Mike, how are you feeling after all the chaos with the elections?
I tell you what, I obviously am a very big supporter of democracy. I am a supporter of America. I love America, and America spoke, and America spoke with a very loud voice with both the Electoral College and the popular vote. And we have, you know, a new president-elect who I am very thrilled with. Not necessarily thrilled with him specifically, but thrilled with the change, the opportunity, and kind of the super friends or the Avengers team that he has assembled around him. So very, very excited about, you know, what's coming in January. And we'll start to see a bunch of changes even before then because, you know, that's just how things roll. But yeah, I think it's going to be very good for, you know, small business owners. I think it's going to be a very good thing just for America in general. We're going to see, you know, a decrease in inflation. We're going to see a decrease in pricing. We're going to see a decrease in gasoline costs, which obviously has a direct impact on all of these other things because we're going to do the things that we need to do in order to make America great again. And I don't mean to seem like I'm, you know, getting super political, but like it's probably one of the greatest lines that you can say, right? Like, let's make America great again. And it's not about politics, right? It's about America, right? And we've gotten so far away from that. And I'm hoping that with 4 more years and no hope of, you know, the president-elect becoming president again, he can just leave it all out on the table, right? Or leave it all out on the field, whatever you want to say. And I think that's cool, right? Like, let's make the changes we need to make. Let's deport the people that need to be deported. Let's make the economic changes that we need to make. Let's make the social changes that we need to make. Let's appoint the, you know, Supreme Court justices. And it looks like he might, I mean, probably 2, possibly 3. Like, this is an insane time. Like, couldn't have been better. And we've got the Senate. It looks like we're going to take the House. And that means that there should not be a whole lot of interference from people that are trying to, you know, bog down democracy. So I'm very excited.
Sabotage. I think all those things that you mentioned, Mike, are going to lead to people having more expendable income. And when that happens, they do things like purchase pressure washing and other services from us. So beautiful day to be us. And like you said, I think that they're going to put together a good team that's going to be a good representation of all of our core values here in America. So we're excited about that as well. Let's see. Exterior Cleaning Solutions St. Louis. This is actually our boy Roman from the old coaching group. So
what's up, Roman?
now we know. Roman, address yourself as such, okay?
From
Roman,
the old coaching group, by the way. That's right.
It wasn't that old. It's just a couple weeks ago. But actually, Todd is in our next coaching group. If any of you guys are interested in one-on-one coaching with me and Mike, we got a really special deal that we're running on this group. It'll be the second or third link in the comment section description. All you got to do is fill out the form. We'll hook you up with a great deal. And yeah, we look forward to having another really good session. I know Roman's killing it. Roman did something with his Facebook ads that was really smart, and I think I'm going to steal it. So I'm not going to disclose it here because it's something that we talk about, within the coaching. But really good stuff. So and that's
so just this is good. And I don't know if he will be on today, but I got a message from Kurt, who was in with Roman, right?
Yep, they were in the same group.
Yeah. So he sent me a screenshot of his Google reviews, and he goes, "Finally hit it." And so one of the we set goals and we hold everybody accountable, and he didn't hit that goal. And I think this was one of the ones where I didn't I say I was going to give whoever hit the goal $100 or something like that? I can't remember. Nobody hit it, so I saved money. But he just hit it, hit his goal for Google reviews. So that was awesome. But his message really was nice. He said, "Finally hit it. Thank you for all the knowledge you shared. It was a true blessing." And so then, of course, I replied back, "Let's effing go." And then was asking him how everything else was going. And he said it's going really good. His focus is on, a lot of the exterior work, prepping for Christmas decorations, people getting ready for the holidays. So a smart move. But the next stop is 1,000 for his reviews. So Kurt was crushing it. In fact, he had some really huge wins.
Dude, if you get 1,000 reviews, Mike, you're in good hands like Allstate.
Yeah, exactly right.
You'll go through some of his wins, though? Do you remember any of them?
I mean, I could look through the messages.
I mean, he landed a $10,000 job like the first week, and then I think he sealed up maybe like a.
Well, and remember, he got all the fleet washing stuff nailed down, and a couple big jobs, couple route type work. So yeah, but again, it's all about taking the information and then implementing it. Because if you just consume and you don't implement, guess what happens? Nothing. So it's the guys that actually.
Right, do something with it. No, absolutely. I saw a comment. It made me laugh. Come on,
2028.
Hey, it's never too early to start campaigning.
I mean, if you forget what was and think about what could be in the aftermath of what was, then you definitely can see the future of what possibly could be when it might be.
That's exciting stuff. Mike, I sent you the 100K screenshot last weekend as well. The coaching works. Is he referring to our 100K plex for Court IQ, Mike?
Yeah, he hit 100K. Now, Roman, we probably are going, just because it's you, probably will probably take care of you with this, but it's 100K invoice through the app. That way we can actually track, because anybody can just say, "Oh yeah, I did $100,000 and take a screenshot of," not that you did, because I trust you and I know you. But anybody can just take a screenshot, put in a bunch of bogus numbers, and all of a sudden they got a cool ass plaque. But yeah, it's got to be invoiced through the app, so we can actually track it, monitor it, and
So we're doing the 100K plaques this year for anybody who hits that 100K through Court IQ. And then we're doing interviews with them too. So hopefully we'll have a bunch of interviews with people that are doing well over 6 figures in their service business. So that way you guys can glean some of that good information. Right, Mike?
Yep.
Okay. Appreciate it, Roman. Roman says the Facebook ads are hitting after the election. This is something that I mentioned in my last video. Got the receipts, he said. I've been holding back on all my Facebook ad stuff during the election, just because it's pulling so much ad spend, just all the collective election advertisements. I do want to make you guys aware of one thing before we go any further, and that is that Mike is actually going to be doing a class here coming up called Mike's Winter Workshop, where Mike's going to go over the 5 sneaky secrets that he uses to make $20,000 a month in the winter. This is so cheap, it's ridiculous. And if it makes you anywhere near $20,000, then you're going to be in a really good spot. So if you guys want to learn how Mike leverages partnerships, consistent recurring revenue, stays fully booked during the slower months, uncovers seasonal opportunities. I mean, this class is going to be loaded with great stuff. Right, Mike?
Well, 100%, because, I'm doing it, Justin. So obviously it's going to be packed full of value, and it's going to, it really is some great stuff. And I hear guys constantly, at first it's the summer slowdown, right? And we all know it's coming. And then it's the winter slowdown. Now, the winter slowdown is a little different for, different people based on your geography, right? If you are in the Northeast, it's cold, and there are a lot of things that you just can't do that you do during the rest of the year. Down here, we've got a much easier time of it as far as the months that we're capable and able to work, but it slows down just about everywhere, right? And so what we've done in my own business is we figured out ways to not have our monetary, like our financials, our monthly income get crushed during the winter, right? And, like people will say, well, go do Christmas lights, go do this, go do that. And these are all great options, but there's a lot of other ways too that you can, increase your revenue without having to do a lot. And I'm not saying that this is passive income, because I hate that word. It's not passive income. These are strategies. These are things that you can actually do and implement and leverage in order to make more money with your business during, the slower times in the winter. So I highly encourage everybody to check it out. It is unbelievably cheap, and it's ridiculous
with regards to the amount of value you're going to get. So it'll be the first link in the comment section and the description. It'll be a live, fun class with me and Mike, and then towards the end, we'll do a little Q&A action as well. Redacted. 500,000 subscribers, 21 views.
Well, we've been on for 12 minutes, jackass. Shut the fuck up.
So I love when people comment this, because that means they know absolutely nothing about how YouTube's algorithm works. Anyway, we don't even need to scold this motherfucker. It's like, dude, how many views do you have? You've probably never made a video before, you fucking loser. So thank you, Redacted, for hanging out with us.
Is it 1 billion?
Wait, what?
Is it 1 billion views that we have between the two of us?
Yeah, we have fucking a lot of views. So anyway, it's all fun and games. Workshops. It looks like this person's coming to the workshop. Echo, I guess is maybe their name. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, let's see. We had some other good comments in here that I'm gonna pull up. Just found you guys last month. Tired of working a great job in comparison to other jobs in my area. After following your advice, $2,700 in jobs done this month. Another 1,000 this weekend. That's fucking awesome, man. That's incredible. And if you guys think that the information that we give away on YouTube is good, wait till you see what's in our coaching program, what's in the workshops that we do. You guys are going to be blown away, because it's all of our best stuff, man. We don't hold anything back with you guys. You know what I mean? So be sure to check it out down below. Solo Boss in the building. What's up, man? That's our buddy John Maccabee.
Oh, what's up?
John Maccabee. Best duo on YouTube. These guys are helping me so much, and I'm a painter.
Christ.
We love to hear that, Ed. Everything that we talk about is applicable over any service industry. Like, it does not matter which service industry you're in. Here again, drywalling. LOL. Go Trump. Appreciate you for hanging out with us, Tony. Daryl's in the building. Hey, fellas. Clifton. Mike, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Clifton.
Hey, guys. Oasis Soft Wash is here. Looking forward to it every Friday. Thanks for hanging out, Thomas. We appreciate that, man. Let's see what else we got.
And why is it, Justin, that anytime I'm on a phone call, we go live, every single one of my freaking children starts texting or calling about, like, it's unbelievable. So, like, if there's ever a time when, like, I don't, like, I'm missing my kids and I miss hearing their voices or asking, me for money, then I'll just go live. Or I'll get on a phone call, and then immediately at least 50% of them, 2 of the 4, will be blowing my shit up. So, Maddie, if you're watching, Daddy will call you when he's done.
That was a good one, Mike.
Well, but the worst part is none of them watch. They're like, oh,
No,
dude,
they wouldn't watch this, and I don't blame them. You know, this gets I don't know. I appreciate all you guys for watching because me and Mike do our best with these. Like, we just want to have a good time, and you know, we talk about some wash stuff and things of that nature. How long have y'all been pressure washing for? I'm looking to get into it, but don't know where to start.
Well, Martin, you are in the right place because if you go to other you know, either Justin or my our channels, we have got, you know, probably about 200 videos or more combined with lots of information on how to start, where to start, what you need to do to start, and it's you know, it's a big step, it's a big commitment, it is a risk, and you need to do the things that you need to do in order to make sure that you're not just going to spin your wheels or you're going to fail miserably. So, you know, do a little time, do some investigating. I just put out a video yesterday, something to the effect of like, it was 7 tips, 7 strategies that you need to implement, that you need to know about in order to run a successful business. So watch that and then reverse engineer from there.
Bada bing, bada boom. These lives are really good too. Like when we get these really generic questions, like I don't know where to start, it's kind of like, Martin, you got to help yourself out first and foremost. But these lives are really good to kind of like supplement that, if you will. Hey, can you help me get my first customer? Yes, I can. Rakeem, do this. Text every single person in your phone, every contact. Say, I just started my pressure washing business. I'm doing a name your price special for my first 2 customers. Would you be interested in getting some pressure washing services done? Question mark. Send everybody in your contact list. I guarantee you get at least 1 or 2 jobs. Mike, you got anything for Rakeem?
Yes. Rakeem, I want you to get your phone and I want you to text every single person in your phone and say, hey, it's Rakeem.
So you know who it is.
Yeah, hey, you got him. So maybe send him a selfie. No, Justin, that's the best advice, right? The thing that we tell everybody, whether you're, you know, is leverage your friends and family, right? These are the people that know you, that trust you. And then from there, and excuse me, I've got a cough, broaden the reach and hit everybody in your phone, right? Does your grandma need her sidewalk washed? Go wash it. Take some before and after pictures. Take a video, post it on the YouTube, post it on the old Facebook groups where your neighbors are hanging out at, you know, and go from there.
Rakeem, you getting your first job is only a matter of how hungry you are, okay? Because if you're hungry enough, dude, you could go knock doors, you could pass out flyers, you could just go, you could meet strangers in the street and just go, hey, do you need something pressure washed? And don't just confine yourself to pressure washing, whatever your services are. The more services you offer, the more likely it is you're going to find at least one person out there that needs them.
You got that right.
Mott Music, starting a pressure washing service, want to go legit. Getting my LLC, was interested in your class. Does the class give you a LLC?
No. So an LLC is something that you form with the government. We are not the government, although Justin kind of looks like one of those guys that might, you know, be, you know, behind a desk somewhere with a little white. He's going to wear a white button-down shirt, but it's going to be short sleeves and a tie with, yeah. And I bet he's got like a key ring with like tons of belts. That's what I think. But no, so an LLC is something that you set up independently of, you know, like us or a class. With our class, and it depends on what class you're talking about. We've got how to wash. We've got local domination too, both of which are, you know, instrumental in helping a lot of people start their businesses, get a firm understanding, a good knowledge base, you know, cutting the learning curve so you don't make all the mistakes that we made initially. That's why we put this thing together. All of this can be found at pwcourse.com, of course. That's pwcourse.com. Go check them out. But no, so an LLC, get online, figure out how to do it. You can pay somebody to set an LLC up for you. But again, an LLC is through the government, right? This is for tax purposes. It's for a little bit of protection for your business. But yeah.
Yes. That is no, yeah, our course is more of the things that you need to do. So how to get customers, how to quote jobs, how to land them, how to close them, how to talk to commercial people, how to scale, things of that nature. So yes, and if you ever want to know about any of our classes or anything, just check out the comment section in the description. Rusty says to block them so they don't get notifications when you go live.
I'm sure they don't have notifications turned on.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Rusty. Thomas says, about to buy some of Mike's service videos to send to all my tree company customers over the past 16 years to introduce them to our new soft wash business we have started 2 years ago.
Dude, and we have got actually something super, super cool. Can I talk about this?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, so we've got something that we've been working on, and I say we. Mike, who is our social media marketing manager, he's actually does a lot more than that. But he had this idea. He's actually in charge of Quote IQ Ads, qiqads.com, which is what Thomas is talking about, where we created a shit ton of templates for pretty much every service that we could provide, as well as other service industries. And they're like, 30, 40 second high quality videos that are, promoting the services, whether it's soft washing, roof washing, concrete cleaning, deck cleaning, wood restoration, duct clean, you name it, right? But it's got captions, it's got music, it's got a voiceover, it's got everything that you need in order to grab the attention of potential customers. We run these on all of our Facebook ads, and we post them everywhere. It's great for any social media. But the way that it had been working in the past is we would sell these ads, the video ads, and we would customize them with your logo, your company information. The voiceover would say all of, if you're Pepe's Power Washing, it would say your name, your phone number, your website. It would have your logo on the video. So completely customized. And it would take, 7 to 10 days because, we've got a tremendous back order of these, but it was just a lot. And so what we've done is we have automated the entire process. So now it's when we launch, and it's within probably 24 hours of being live on the website. You can get your video made, your custom video made with all of your information, logo, website, everything in about 5 minutes. So that's incredible. High quality professional ads made for you in a matter of minutes. So qiqads.com, it's offline right now because we put a pause on it until we, had the real live automation going, but it's so cool. And we've got, we've had a little team assembled to help us with the back end of this, but it is phenomenal. So we'll be putting that out live here shortly.
So yes, I would say Thomas says, was looking for a good way to get a flood of new customers for my soft wash. And I think sending those videos will get a good return from my other company's customers. We already have for sure. Absolutely. Anytime, somebody has a trusted relationship with you, Thomas, and you share with them other services that you offer, I think that's a great way to go. And that's where a lot of people drop the ball in their own personal businesses. Their customers aren't aware of all the other services that they offer. And that's why, we put together a specific video that Mike sends out to, everybody who books a job with them that actually gives them a discount on all the other services that he has if they get on the schedule with one of those services. As soon as the page is back up, we'll share that with you guys so you can see it. But right now it's just down because, we're building everything out. But great way to go, Thomas. Clifton said, I got a brand new Soft Wash Depot metering valve and brand new check valves, block manifold, no leaks, water side draws, fine, bleach side, nothing.
Okay, hold on. I got a brand new Soft Wash Depot metering valve, brand new check valves, block manifolds, no leaks, water side. Did you buy it assembled or did you put it together? And by the way, Soft Wash Depot is phenomenal.
We love Soft Wash Depot.
Yeah. Justin's rig has got the exact soft wash metering valve that you've got. They do a great job. Anthony is the guy that owns that, and he is top notch. So let me read this again. New check valves, block manifold, no leaks, water side draws fine, bleach side nothing. So you probably have an air leak, or it's just it's not priming. So what I would suggest is shut off the water to 0, shut off your chemical to 0, and then just draw from the bleach and see if that helps. And that probably will be the, I think that's probably what you're dealing with. Because if all the other valves are open, then it's sucking through 2 other things and it's not, able to get your bleach. So there's that.
Yep. Absolutely. Mike knows all the soft wash jargon, which we love. Awesome. Will the same video be available? Because there was 2 I know would work really well. Yeah, all the same videos would be available.
Nothing has changed except the delivery
And I
time.
believe we actually just added in a new one for Christmas lighting, right, Mike?
Yeah, we've got Christmas lights, which is really cool.
Yeah. So there will be some new ones on there as well. So it's
Hey,
gonna
and
be
there we go. Quote IQ ad says, "Let's go."
as soon as it's back up, we're gonna let you guys know. Mike, any do you think we have any time frame on that?
Quote IQ ads, Mike. If you're watching, and you are,
Mike has been testing relentlessly,
good
so
God,
I think we're getting close.
I had to I'll bet you I've deleted how many, Justin? Mike,
Oh,
how many of you?
5,000,000,
3 days
yeah.
tops, dude. We need it better, faster than that. People want to buy some.
Okay, sweet. So anyway, you guys, that's we got some of that stuff in the works. We also have some stuff with Quote IQ in the works right now. Right now, we're currently building out recurring expenses. We knew that was an issue that we were missing. Recurring expenses will be coming up. We also will have recurring invoices for any of you guys who invoice on a recurring basis for lawn care and some other services. That'll be coming up as well. So that's
Yeah.
exciting. I'm like,
It's really exciting. But Justin and I were arguing the other day, debating about what should be next, right? And so we should probably do like a poll somewhere, like a community tab. Can I share what I want next?
yeah. If you want to, are you talking
I mean,
about?
I think it would be interesting to see what people say in the comment section, because I know that there's people watching that do not necessarily use Quote IQ, right? Maybe
Let's
they've
see.
got it.
If you're watching this right now, please let us know in the comment section if you use Quote IQ or not, and we'll see if anybody responds that they use Quote IQ.
Yeah.
Jennifer says, "Good to see you guys live."
Thank you, Jennifer.
Yeah, we've been live for a long time now on this earth.
Yeah, I've been alive for many years.
Okay, so Paynes uses it, Roman uses it, Thomas uses it. Okay, Mike, what question are we asking them?
Okay, so for those of you that do not use it, if anybody is familiar with InstaQuote, right? InstaQuote is a feature in the Ultimate tier, and it is only available in the Ultimate tier. And so InstaQuote is basically paired with InstaSchedule. And what InstaQuote does is it allows you to put basically the most advanced quoting system in the world on your website based on all of your numbers, whether it's square foot, whether it's linear foot. And then there's a series of pricing adjustments that you can make in the back. It's called the pricing matrix, which allows you to kind of fine tune what your customers like. If they've got a wood front door, like, you charge more because you're going to have to cover it. If they've got a screened-in porch, all of these things. How many years has it been? Like, you can create thousands of questions if you would like to fine tune and basically get the most accurate price possible. And so it's an amazing tool. I get InstaQuotes probably 3 to 4 times a day. People go to my website and they immediately get their own quote, and a lot of them schedule it themselves, right, based on our calendar's availability. So like I said, this has solely been in the Ultimate package. I know that there's only one other software out there that's similar, and it is 3 to 4 times as much as our Ultimate package, right? And then they also charge like a $700 or $600, something like that, setup one-time fee, and that's for their lowest base. We've created this, and it's a phenomenal thing, but it's only in the Ultimate tier. And I know that there's a lot of people that do not use Quote IQ that would benefit from using a service like InstaQuote, right? And so
this is the longest winded answer to tell them what we're going to build next.
Fuck up, Justin. So I'm kidding. So this, okay, bottom line, but they had to understand what InstaQuote is, right?
Okay. Once Mike is done saying what InstaQuote is and telling you guys what he wants to build, I'm going to give you guys a list, and you guys can help us vote on what you think is the most important.
Okay. Thanks, Justin. So that's what InstaQuote is. It's phenomenal, right? It's your 24-hour salesperson that doesn't make mistakes, doesn't need breaks, doesn't go to the bathroom, doesn't ask for raises, right? Constantly there, and it's phenomenal. So with all of that being said, if you had the opportunity to have software like this on your website quoting for you, would you want that? Independent of Quote IQ. So if it was a standalone little, app or software package that you could implement into your website, is that something that you would be interested in? Because I think that a lot of people know about it, they don't use it because they don't want to pay $129, which is what Ultimate tier is per month, just to have InstaQuote, right? If they're already using something else. So
Okay. That was good, Mike. Okay, let's see if anybody responds to that. Let's wait. Jennifer says, "Oh yes, sir." There we go. My first question for you guys, if you're watching us right now, why are you not currently using Quote IQ? I think that would be another good thing for us to start. Okay, so Mike wants to make InstaQuote its own thing on its own platform. Solo Boss too. Okay, so that's good. We have a couple things that I want to build right now. First and foremost, communications with customers through the app. Okay, that's one of the things that I want to do. We're also going to be doing a job timer. And then a couple of these other things are smaller things. Job timer, communications. Okay, so I guess the biggest thing is communications through the app or, InstaQuote is a solo. My biggest question to you guys, Jennifer, Solo Boss, and Wilson, is why don't you guys currently use Quote IQ? And what are you using instead? I use it and would have used it by itself when I was first starting. Couldn't afford the Ultimate tier at 129. Okay.
Right. So yeah, we came to an agreement, and I know that the one that Justin really is interested in is doing the customer, like in-app communication, which I think is a good idea. So I've conceded that we will work on that first, and then we will go with InstaQuote Solo.
It's gonna be good. So I'm just glad that some of you guys, actually said that, what's his name uses Jobber. Okay. And I'm just glad that he said that he would actually want to use the quoting software. Okay. So that's a good thing. Do any of you guys want text communications through the app? Just let me know down below. I know for myself, I have a partner, and so all the text communications go through me. And so I just would like to be able to communicate with my customers through the app. So I think that's what we're gonna be building as well. I booked $2,700 my first week, calling only 10 people, landing 4 of those 10. Reach into your Rolodex. People want to support, especially if you provide great work. Completely agree. I use Quote IQ, but lower tier would use it solo. Okay. Clifton says, Justin, I ordered the Facebook class, but missed it like a dummy. Are you having another one or a video transcript? Clifton, you should have got an email with the replay.
Yeah, but remember, it was only like 5 days. But yeah, Clifton, just email me and we'll hook you up. I'll send it to you.
Shoot us an email, Clifton. support@quoteiq.io. Pains, has the thing with sending quotes via text on Android fixed?
Well, call Android. It ain't a Quote IQ thing. Android just sucks. My suggestion is anybody that has an Android, the best way to fix Android issues is if you this is not an Android, this is an Apple device. But if you take like your Android and if you're driving, like just roll down your window and throw it out the window because Android is trash.
Did you get a new phone, Mike?
No, this is a work, this is one of the guys' phones, but I've got a bunch of video on it.
Got it. Okay. Could you be more specific about text through app? Kind of confused on what you mean. You know how you text through your phone to talk to customers? Well, this would be a direct. You would have a number set up through the app. And so that way all your customer communications would be removed from your phone and they would be within the app. So that way, you know how it is? Like, dude, I've talked to so many customers through my phone, but those messages get intertwined with all my like family messages and friends messages, and then they get lost in there. This would be one place for all of your business interaction. So you'd have a number set up and you could just communicate via text through the app. No. Okay. So, and the reason why Mike says call Android too is because like Quote IQ just creates a link. And so like all it is a link. and you can text a link. The reason why I won't deliver is on Android's behalf or on your carrier's behalf. We don't know why. So that's why we put, text, what is it called, Mike? Text through app?
Text through the app, yeah.
Because the app has a Twilio number.
Yes, and so to answer your question, Tyler, is we have fixed it by allowing you to text through the app. But this also goes back to what Justin is talking about, where that text through the app would also be like captured. So then there could be two-way communication as opposed to just one-way communication. And I know
he says he has a separate phone. How much? I would be so curious. How much is the extra phone? If you know, let us know down below. Quote IQ. I need to learn InstaQuote from the masters. Can't wait for the 101. Todd, we go over InstaQuote in there in the 101 class. So yeah, it's going to be great. The other thing is our support guy will help you guys do everything with regards to InstaQuote. So if you guys need help setting it up, Mike's got his template. Go ahead, Mike.
No, I was just going to say, if you're a pressure washing business, God dang, you can use my template and then adjust as necessary. But yeah, we've in the app, on the website, lots of places where you can set up a one-on-one Zoom call with our support team. They can get on a call with you, walk you through the process with anything. If you've got any questions whatsoever, we want you to be able to reach somebody. We've got, in-app support. We've got email support. We've got, every type of way to communicate with us so we can get you the best, results. Dude, Justin, I didn't tell you about this today, but this is kind of crazy. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So with Quote IQ and with many other apps, and I think one of the biggest problems that we run into is because
wait. Anyway, I'll bring it up after. Okay, keep going. Sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
Oh, shut up. I saw that.
Okay, this comment right here pisses Mike off more than anything. I've been using Quote IQ for a while now. Will there be a feature where you can change the color scheme of InstaQuote feature? Mike does not like this for some reason.
Griffin, listen to me and listen to me now. We have a very nice neutral, tone for InstaQuote that you can use on your website. Your customers don't care if it matches your company colors. They don't care. Trust me, the only person that cares is you. But probably so. We are going to probably be building this like that because Justin, I want. And
Mike doesn't. But we've had other people ask Griffin, so it's going to be built. Don't worry.
Actually, and Griffin, I'm only kidding. I do see the value there, but again, I think it's one of those things. It's like people that run businesses are so passionate about their businesses, and and like if you were to see Justin and I go through the UI or the, what Quote IQ looks like as we're tweaking it with our development team, like we're adjusting things like so little that, and we have to tell each other all the time, like, okay, we're getting into the minutia that doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. And so that's what I have to tell myself with my own businesses. And I encourage people to understand sometimes things just don't matter, right? But it would be cool. So we are going to be doing that in the future. Yes.
Oh, it'll get done. So Roman says he uses his old iPhone, $80 a month. So yeah, we'll definitely beat that with regards from our cost perspective.
Okay, so let me tell you the story. Okay, so I think one of the biggest issues with Quote IQ just in general is Justin's face and my face are associated with it. And, in the very small portion of our users that are in the pressure washing field and know us from YouTube or, other social media platforms that, they know us. And which is a good thing. However, because of that, people will just send, emails to support. They're like, hey, cancel my subscription. Or I need the, and I'm thinking to myself, like, I use apps, probably 10 apps a day, right? For different things. And I've never once in my life thought that I would just email somebody to cancel something or change something. Like, I need to change my bill. Let me just call this guy or text this guy or email this guy. No, you do it in the app, right? You go to, your subscriptions in your phone where all of your other subscriptions for every other app in the history of apps is, and you cancel the app there. If you don't want it, you cancel it. But it's crazy because what we do a phenomenal thing where we allow people to try Quote IQ for $1, right? At myquoteiq.com. Okay. You can try any tier. You can try the ultimate tier for $1 for your first month. After that, just like on the free trial that we do for Android and Apple, where it's a 14-day free trial. Like after a free trial for any app ever, guess what happens? It renews. And so then we'll get people that are like, you guys are charging me for, I didn't sign up for this. Well, you did sign up for this. You signed you signed up for a free trial. And just like every other app ever, if you don't cancel before the subscription or the trial ends, you're going to get charged. It's not a malevolent thing. It's not a malicious thing. We're not trying to scam anybody out of $29 because we don't need your $29, right? But that's how Apple is set up. That's how Google is set up. And when I say Google, I'm talking about the Play Store. And so you have to understand where your app is. And then what ends up happening, Justin, is people they'll have the 14-day free trial, and then do you know what they do? They see, oh, I can get any tier for $1. So then they go and they sign up again. So now they've got 2 subscriptions. And then the free trial expires, the 14-day free trial, and they get charged with that. And then they're doing the 1 month for $1.
These are all our queries, though, Mike. We don't have to put these on,
Oh, no, but so listen. So this is the greatest. So this lady, she emails and she's talking about, that we're charging her, $29 and she needs to cancel it. And so I went back and forth with her, and I'm not even exaggerating, this morning, probably 14 emails trying to help her. I'm doing everything I can to help this lady. And then she finally sends me a screenshot of who was invoicing her, and it was the Google Play Store. And I said, okay, I need you to go into your phone, into the set. And I actually sent her like the instructions on how to do it. And she goes, well, I can't do that. And I was like, well, why? And she goes, well, my ex-boyfriend smashed my phone. But it's my fault that she can't cancel her subscription. And so then I tried to help her out. I found out that you can just go on Google's website. You can log in using all the same credentials and you can cancel it that way. You don't actually need the exact device. And so I'm just trying to help her. And it was just this constant, I don't even know. It was unbelievable. And then I kind of realized I get why he smashed her phone.
Oh, that's the rudest shit I've ever heard, Mike.
Yeah. I hope she's watching.
Wow,
I would really smash your phone too.
That's really sweet, man. So for anybody who didn't know, there's not a lot that we can do also whenever things are purchased through Apple and Google. They're like, there's nothing that we can do. We can't refund you. We can't cancel you. We literally cannot do anything.
Yeah, like we don't have access to your device. We don't have access to your account. And we certainly don't have access to Apple or Google's database to make refunds, right? And I tried to explain to this girl, and she said that I was actually belittling her. That's what she said to me. And she said, don't talk down to me and don't belittle me. And so I was just trying to put it in perspective, because she's like, well, it's quote IQ. I want a refund. And I was like, well, I would love to give you a refund, but you didn't pay us, so I can't refund you money you didn't pay. You paid a third party. So I said, let me explain this like this. If you went to McDonald's and you ordered a cheeseburger, and you decided about halfway through that cheeseburger that it was not something that you wanted, it was disgusting, whatever the case was, you would go up to the counter and you would ask for the manager, and you would talk to him about, getting the refund for the burger that you purchased from McDonald's. Now, you wouldn't go to the farm where the cow was raised, or you wouldn't go to the butcher where the cow was butchered, and because they're just making it, and then they allow McDonald's to sell it to you. So they can't give you a refund for the 99 cents on the cheeseburger, right? So it's very, very similar. Like we wish you could, we wish we could, but we can't. You're muted.
Dude, that joke's timing was so good too. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year is what I said. But anyway, it didn't land as well.
You want to try it again? We wish we could help you. We wish we could.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you, Mike. Can we get a round of applause in the comment section? Anyway, look, in everyone's business, there are sticking points and there's things that, are annoyances. So just in case you guys thought it was only your business. That man blowing off steam.
Hey, it's not water in here.
Mike's having a good time. Thomas, we appreciate you for hanging out. Appreciate all you guys for hanging out. Okay, let's answer this one because I think this is a good question. Do you have a percentage breakdown for invoices to be invested? Example, 50% to payroll, 30% to operations, 15% to taxes, 5% emergency savings. Looking for recommendations. Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
I don't necessarily have a percentage. God dang, I apologize, guys. I don't have percentages based on individual invoices. I think when you're trying to get too detailed like that, I think it can get, pretty overwhelming unless you've only got 3 invoices, right? As your business scales and you have more invoices coming in, then you don't look at individual invoices, you look at bank accounts. And then when you're looking at bank accounts, then you can say, okay, I made $30,000 this month. I am going to allocate 10% to X, Y, or Z and 20% to X, Y, and Z. But I think as as your business grows, it's easier to do that. So, and I'm so far removed from, you know, that scale that I don't have the best information for you.
Yeah. I'll weigh in a little bit because I still, every time I do it monthly, but every time I get paid monthly, then I'll go ahead and percentage out everything. I would say first and foremost, because I said you got a 5% emergency savings, I would just have a baseline for emergency savings. So if that's, 3,000 to 5,000, save that first. So 100% of everything goes into emergency first. So that way we have that captured away. The next thing is taxes always need to be taken. So I would take that first. I would also have a small portion to be reinvested back into equipment, back into other things. And then I would have like a marketing portion as well. So taxes, marketing, reinvestment, and then probably the rest is left to you. I think this is where a lot of people drop the ball. Everybody looks at all this money that we're making. Oh my gosh, we made, $3,000 on this job. Well, a lot of that went to costs. A lot of that is going to go into reinvesting, and a lot of that's going to go into taxes. And unless you're organized like this, at the end of the year, you're going to be like, man, I made all this money and I don't have any left over for taxes. So,
yeah. Well, and he also made a very good point, and he clarified here, not meaning per individual invoice. I guess I mean a percentage scale baseline for everything. Yeah. And so Justin addressed that, and that's how we do it. And so, but the key thing that you said there is savings, right? There's emergency fund, there is equipment, there is marketing, right? Obviously all of your overhead, but it is essential that you save for the future, because when you're an owner operator, when you're a small business, there is no 401k, there is nobody putting aside any money in a pension for you. You have to plan for the future. And even if you're an old guy like me, you need to be thinking about that. And you don't want to be thinking about it when you're my age. You want to be thinking about it when you're 20, so that way you're constantly saving your entire life for retirement, because you are not going to be able to do this forever. You are not going to want to do this forever. You will want to retire, and you will want to have savings set aside, and hopefully put it in, a Roth IRA. You want to have it somewhere safe, and you want to have it somewhere where there's compounding interest on it. In this, there's all kinds. I'm not going to give financial advice or investment advice, but you want to save for the future. So that's Christopher, very good point.
Yeah, I love Chris's thinking on this. And Chris, I would even plot out like an exit strategy. I think too often, we think that we're going to work until we're 100 years old, but is that really what you want for yourself? You know what I mean? And that's why, like, in the coaching, we teach the scaling portion, because that's one of the most important pieces. How do you get off the truck? How do you have other people working for you? And then how do you focus on the things in the business that are just going to be amplifiers, like getting more jobs? Go ahead, Mike.
Well, and let me clarify that our one-on-one coaching, it has nothing to do immediately with getting off the truck. That whole, I'm going to get off the truck is, I'm going to make $100,000 million, right? Like, all well and good. And ultimately that's what we all want to do. But there is a sequence of events that must take place in order for you to achieve those goals. And far too often people get overzealous and they think that they are the chosen ones, and they've got some special formula in their mind that is going to allow them to, basically circumvent everything that you need to do in order to build what you need to build in order for you to eventually make those steps and bring people in, hire people in, expand and scale, right? There are shortcuts to the learning curve, but there's not shortcutting the process.
Right. And we talk a lot about extremes because that's what we see. We see either guys that'll work until they're 100 years old or guys that want to get off the truck and then do nothing all week. So, I would say in the middle is a good place to be and kind of stay in there. That's what me and Mike have done. It's never been about how do we, get to this point
Not
so we can
work.
stop working altogether. It's just about how do we get this point so we can better leverage our time, better leverage our energy, better leverage everything that we have going for us. I didn't save this year. This offseason is going to be a bitch. George is actually in the one-on-one coaching. George, we're going to make this offseason not a bitch for you. So,
Well, this offseason might be a bitch if you didn't save all year, but the good thing for George is he has a job, right? So there is some stability there. But George has a job. He started a business and he saw the need to invest in himself, invest in his knowledge, create a foundation. So statements like this never happen again, right? And George, we are going to get in there with you, get in on your business, understand what you're doing and help you. So this never happens again. And I'm really looking forward to working with you.
and if you guys are interested, it'll be linked up in the comment section description. But that's what we do within the one-on-one coaching. We really dig into your business and give you all the look behind the curtain, all the best stuff that we're doing. So highly recommend you guys check that out. Richard says, I'm 21 currently. I'm so glad that I've started planning for my future. Good points you've made. Absolutely. Richard, you're ahead of the curve, man. You're doing a great job. Subsonic Ninja. What GPM should I start with? Will a 2.5 gallon a minute work? Sonic Ninja. It could work. I started with a 2.5 gallon a minute. I mean, it's really,
Well, yeah, no, I mean, if you're just starting off doing driveways and sidewalks and patios, then by all means a 2.5. And this is like the recurring statement. Like I've got this so down pat, so memorized because every single time we go live, somebody asks this very question. You start with what you got, and then you do what Christopher mentioned. You reinvest, right? You set aside money from every single job to reinvest. And you reinvest in your equipment so you become more efficient. The more efficient you become, the more proficient you become, and the more profitable you become. And with all of that being said, right, a 2.5, 2.3, whatever the hell it is, right? Awesome. Start with that. Start cleaning those sidewalks and those patios, and you're going to be slow. It's going to take a long time, but you're going to be making the money. But most importantly, please don't undersell yourself because of your experience or because of the equipment that you think that you need. Right? Don't undercharge, don't undervalue. The service you're providing, even if it takes you 10 times as long as it takes my company, like don't undercut our pricing, right? Understand that a driveway is going to be $250 minimum, okay? And trust me, if you price and you understand these things, your market, you're going to be way ahead of the curve and you're going to be able to reinvest a lot sooner because you're not giving your services away.
Start with what you got, reinvest when you can. That's those are the rules. And if you follow that, you're gonna do really good. Let's see. Todd says, stoked for this upcoming class. By the way, Captain Morgan gets rid of that scratchy throat. Well, Captain Jack, huh?
Well, my voice is so from Tuesday night when I was screaming and crying and like, oh my God, the world, because Kamala lost.
Oh, right. Mike was so upset about that.
I couldn't even. I didn't even sleep.
Damn.
I'm glad that Peaches and Jack aren't on.
Really? Why? They always bring a lot of life.
Because they were going to ask me what the meat of the week is.
No meat of the week this week. No. Okay. We'll take. I guess we'll take the week off because they're out here.
I
wish. Yeah, Todd, we're happy to have you in the class, man. I can't wait to dig in. Todd's he's a savage, man. Todd, he's awesome. Savannah looked blue on the map. Trump 2024.
Well, no, yeah, dude, that is so embarrassing for me because they are specifically talking about our county, right? Chatham County. Blue as blue can be. Not even purple, right? It's like blue, and it's infuriating. But then I look around and I'm like, okay, I get it. But you go around, surrounding areas. I mean, every shirt I have is a Republican shirt.
You got to let them know, Mike. About to upgrade my pressure washer this winter. I'm running 4 gallon per minute now. Should I get the 5 GPM or save up for the 8?
Save up for the 8. You'll thank me.
Yeah, the 8.
And yes, there is a huge difference.
Oh, monster difference. You do not want to have a 5 if you can have an 8. People are still sad about that loss. Absolutely. I've signed up for the class. Can't wait, guys. If you guys want to sign up for Mike's winter class, if you're worried about the winter slowdown, be sure to check it out. First link in the comment section
Yeah,
description.
but Josh actually signed up for the one-on-one training.
Oh, Josh is in the training. Okay, sweet. Dude, we're going to have a packed class, man. It's going to be good. I'm excited. I'm excited to dive in. The cool thing about the class is a lot of people in the class are like right around the same level. And so guys will ask questions. It kind of becomes a little bit of a competition. You know what I mean? Guys will start putting up big numbers and it's like, okay, I got to hit that. You know what I mean? It really just kind of elevates the entire group. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm just bugging. Trump 2024. Planning on reinvesting in a trailer with better equipment. Open trailer or enclosed trailer? Why? Enclosed seems better for the rain, but open seems more accessible.
Well, it depends on where you're going to keep. Again, we don't do enclosed trailers. They're more expensive. We work in a corrosive environment with chemicals and water. And the way I look at it is I'd rather have a trailer that's half the price that I can replace in a couple years when it does deteriorate, and it will. So that's just also open trailers are easy to work with. And as far as the rain, you're a pressure washer. You're going to get wet. And so unless you're keeping it outdoors, that would be the only downside.
Yeah, maybe we're spraying water here. Something's going to get wet eventually. You know what I'm saying? So, with Trump, do you think business owners will thrive?
100% they will. And thank God George is up in Pennsylvania. Let's go, PA.
So yeah. Me and Mike talked about this towards the beginning, but I mean, when you think about some of the things that they're looking to put in place, it's only going to give people more discretionary income. And when people have more discretionary income, they then spend more money on services and things of that nature. So yeah, it'll be great for, at least in our personal opinion. We'll see what happens. I know you always say PSI isn't as important as GPM. I found a 1900 PSI with 8 gallon per minute belt drive. Will that produce the results y'all are talking about?
Yeah.
Never seen a 1900 PSI 8 GPM. Maybe I just haven't looked at them that much. But I mean, it should be at least 3,500, huh, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he's talking about with, typically those are around 3,000. And I say that the reason that I say more flow, more dough is because obviously with a higher GPM machine, you're putting out a significant higher volume of water, right? And that allows you to move faster, rinse faster, surface clean faster. But also understand that, a 1900 PSI, I don't know how that's going to do push in a surface cleaner, right? There's definitely some. So I would be interested to know, like 1900 for an 8 GPM. That sounds low, but again, the way that I operate, I walk into wherever it is that we're getting our equipment, and I'm like, okay, I want an 8 gallon per minute machine, and they've got 15 of them there, and they're all the same. So I'm like, okay, I'll take that one with the red Honda and the general pump motor, right? As opposed to that one with the Honda, like they're all the same. So I would look into it a little bit further.
Yes. I mean, don't skimp out. Like, don't, if you're going to get an 8 GPM, go all out for it. Get the best one. It'll be worth it. It'll last. Mike, how long have you had your 8 gallon minutes for?
Probably 3 years on one of them and 4 years on the other. And the one that you've got on your trailer is probably 4 years. And they last, they work. I mean, as long as you take care of them, change the oil, like we've replaced on our main one, we've replaced the muffler 3 times because it gets rusted out. Right. And it's just part of the game. You buy a $120 muffler and you bolt it up and you keep going. We've got an issue right now where the safety guard on the belt drive is rattling loose. And I was like, okay, easy fix, but it's probably not going to be because of metal fatigue and the brackets that the bolts go into are broken off. So there's little things that happen, but at the end of the day, if you take care of your equipment, it's going to take care of you.
Exactly. Okay. A couple more and then we'll wrap this. I get an enclosed trailer for that very reason. It's stored outside.
Yeah.
I'm running around 2,500 PSI for most flat work, 22 for new concrete. Good. Sorry, I had to step away. Maybe that's a pesticide rig. Can I wash a roof without a soft wash system? Will it downstream and J-Rod work?
No, I mean, you can only get like a max of, 1.5%, maybe a little stronger depending on your if you got a super sud sucker or a dual flow, whatever. But yeah, no, you're gonna really struggle. I mean, if there's absolutely like zero growth, then maybe. But yeah, again, it's one of these things like if you don't have the equipment to do the job, don't try to do it. Do the jobs you can do, and then buy the equipment you need to do the jobs that you want to do.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah.
Where can I send a pic of it?
Jay Rogers.
Oh,
Send it to info@pwcourse.com.
tornado bars are well worth it.
I like Snickers bars.
Yeah, those are a little bit better. How long does SH last on the trailer? Rooster wants to know.
That's a great question, Rooster. And I don't have an exact time because we probably fill up 2 to 3 times a week and we have a 225-gallon tank. So we're going through it at a rapid rate. So we don't allow it to sit. So I don't know. If it's covered, if it's airtight, it can last. And I say covered, like no light is penetrating the container. It's going to last a lot longer. That's why you see the big blue barrels, because light can't penetrate. So it lasts longer and it stays potent longer. But I don't know. That would be a cool question for ChatGPT.
The Chatterooskies. What states do y'all operate out of?
A state of happiness.
Oh, that's good, Mike. Hi, guys. What is your minimum rate for gutter cleaning or roof cleaning? How you charge for these services? Earth Trails.
Minimum gutter cleaning. Like our minimum price to like show up at somebody's house is $250. We don't clean any roof for under $450. So that's kind of our baseline. And so, there's a lot of different ways that you can quote various things. And there's sliding scales, if you will, where I kind of call it a fluid quoting style where it's visual. I see a visual, I can get a measurement. I can look at it and tell kind of how long it's going to take us. And then I can assess a price based on that. And also including the market and what I know the market will bear. So, can you quote by the square foot? Absolutely, you can. Is it going to be as accurate? Probably not, but I've been doing it a long time, so lots of different ways to do it. We've got a great course called How to Quote that it's at pwcourse.com.
How many reviews do you guys have?
So many.
A lot of fucking reviews. A lot. The most reviews, and that's
I've got at least 5 reviews. No, I've got hundreds of reviews. And the thing about reviews is obviously they are unbelievably important and you have to, go about it, getting reviews from every single customer. And that's one of the things that we've done within Quote IQ, which is free. This particular feature is free. It's called the review multiplier. And what it allows you to do is once you send your customer the invoice through Quote IQ, they pay the invoice. They are direct after that payment is accepted. They're automatically redirected to your Google Business Profile review page where it pops up the prompt for them to give you a review. Our reviews have skyrocketed since we've implemented this feature in Quote IQ. And, like I said, it's free. So check that out. But if you don't have that, I would highly suggest that you ask every single human that you know, whether you've worked for them or not, to give you a review. Huge, huge, huge.
Huge, huge,
huge.
Thomas says, Mike, instead of just a course, offer a mentorship where we can call or FaceTime when questions or advice needed arise and charge by the hour. LOL, I would use it. Thomas, I think you'd be a good candidate for me and Mike's one-on-one coaching. It's kind of like that. Like every week we hop on, you can ask us your questions face-to-face. Like that's the closest thing we have to it. And it sounds like you're at a place right now that you could really benefit from it. So I'd highly recommend checking it out. If you shoot us an email, it'll be linked up in the comment section description. But yeah, man. And we're doing a really special deal for this class. So if you guys are interested, if you thought about it before, this would be the one to hop in on.
Yeah. And what's funny, and, Justin and I have talked about this at length because, we have a lot of guys that they understand the value. They want to do it. But then it's like, okay, well, it's more than I want to spend right now because we're going into the winter. I'm just going to wait until the spring to do it. And like, I hear them and my head explodes because I'm like, you fucking moron. When you do it in the spring, it's too late, right? But B, the price is probably going to be 5-6 times as much because there's going to be so many more people that are like, well, I'm just going to wait till the spring. Don't wait till the spring. Do it now. Get the information so you can implement and get ready for the spring. If you take the stuff that you learn right now and use that for the next 4 or 5 months, you are going to be 10 times ahead of where you are if you didn't do it at all. And if you wait until the spring, like, just not smart.
Yep. And then somebody Cheese said, how do you guys go about getting commercial jobs like gas stations and restaurants? That's
Wait, you don't know how to pronounce his name?
Fromunda Cheese?
From under these nuts?
That's how we go over commercial stuff in the class. So that's another thing that guys wait too long on. They wait until they get a call on a $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 job, and they're like, I wonder how I should quote this, or, how I should talk to whoever I got to talk to. Like all the different things that we go over in the course and give you all the information you need to put yourself in the best possible position to land it. So I highly recommend it. The amount of money that you'll make from, coaching with me and Mike is going to be, astronomical compared to the investment. I promise you that. So any whoozy what's it's Mike, anything else before we wrap this session?
No, I mean, lots of cool stuff coming with Quote IQ. We've got the Quote IQ ads that are going to be instant coming up within the next couple days. So you'll be able to go to qiqads.com and get, whatever template it is customized for your business under like 5 minutes, which is insane. And yeah.
A lot of good stuff. Okay, well, sweet. Mike, what's the word of the day today?
Fromunda. But let me say one other thing. Brendan, can an XJet, and this, like, these are this is another one of those questions that's on every single live, right? And it kind of goes back to, like, one of the biggest problems that I see with guys in this specific industry is they're always trying to figure out a cheaper way. And I was there too, right? I was the guy that was like connecting 4 gallon per minute machines together to get 8 gallon per minute. And there is a time and a place, like back then I didn't have the money to just go and buy, an 8 gallon per minute machine. I had to, kind of rig it together in order to achieve what I was trying to achieve. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I also, from like years of experience, and they always say hindsight's 20/20, like I wasted so much time and energy trying to figure out a cheaper way, and not even a better way, just a cheaper way. Yes, an XJet. But an XJet, if you go look at the price, is about the same price as a soft wash pump, right? So don't try to shortcut. You're just going to make more work for yourself. And it's like the guys that are like, well, I'm going to go buy granulated bleach pebbles from the pool supply store, and I'm going to grind them up, and then I'm going to mix hot water, and I'm going to save 33 cents a gallon. You just wasted 33 cents. You just wasted time of your life that you'll never be able to get back. Like, buy the right equipment, and you'll thank me later.
Yeah, thank Mike after this video, okay? Leave him a comment in his comment section. Also, be sure to check out Mike's winter class on the 5 sneaky secrets that make him $20,000 a month. I mean, even if this makes you 10% of what Mike makes, it'd be an extra $2,000 a month in the winter season. So seats are limited. You guys check it out first thing.
And let me say, the price on this is so awesome, so cheap. And the reason that we did that is we want everybody to have the opportunity to get in and get this information, so they're not, struggling during the next few months.
Exactly. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate the insights. The word of the day is going to be Fromunda. You got anything else?
Fromunda.
Anything else, Mike, I want to mention before we wrap?
No.
The word of the day is Fromunda. If you made it this far in the video, comment down below Fromunda. Hashtag Euro down below. My name is Justin.
Fromunda.
Peace.